Hey everyone, it's Aladdin here with the Chase DA Sports Handicapping YouTube channel, and I'm back here with another UFC event for UFC 271 Adesanya versus Whittaker. And I got my guests from my last video. I got JD and Evan. Say hello, guys.
What's going on?
What up, boys? Let's keep it rolling.
Evan's got a better mic this time for all you haters out there. So
We're not underwater
I had to
anymore.
boss up this time for him.
we're gonna jump straight into these. We're gonna go into the early prelims. I don't know how many people are covering these, but we're covering them. So I'm gonna let JD take over from here.
All right, guys. We're going to kick it off. First fight of the night. We got Jeremiah Wells versus... Let me pull up this guy's name. It's hard to say. Jeremiah Wells versus Mike Mathetha. So...
AKA Blood
Mike
Diamond.
Mathetha, a.k.a. Blood Diamond. Pretty cool nickname. But, this guy, he's a veteran kickboxer, much like Adesanya was before he came to the UFC. This is his first fight in the UFC against pretty strong stand-up man and a wrestler. So I just think right off the bat, first fight in the UFC, going to be hard to adapt to that wrestling. I got Jeremiah Wells wrestling it out 3 rounds, getting the decision.
I got a quick little
That's my
thing.
final take on that one.
I got a quick little thing. I'm looking at Bovada. Fight to not go the distance. No, minus 415. So the bookies are really favoring this to end in like a knockout or submission.
Yeah, I see Jeremiah Wells either way, knockout or submission. He's the man. I like it.
Nice. Okay, next one. Which one you got?
Bulls, what do we got? Dobson next?
Got Mr. AJ Dobson is the next dude we're going to be talking about fighting. Jesus, what is this dude's name?
Jacob Malcolm.
Jacob Malkoon. So we got Jacob Malkoon versus AJ Dobson. This is a simple one. We're just riding AJ Dobson. You just need to look at the credentials. AJ Dobson.
Give me that power, baby.
I'll go over the last 3 fights. So his last fight finished at first round submission. Second to last fight, he finished first round KO. And then his third to last fight was a first round submission. This guy's legit. There's no more we need to talk about. He's just going to go out there and simply dominate against this. This dude looks like he's an old fat man.
And like you said, I like how you pointed out how he got a submission win, because the guy he's facing, Malkoon, is actually known for his wrestling, and if he gets this win, the only way it is going to be on the ground. And it's good to know that Dobson, he can still feel comfortable if it goes to the ground.
No,
and
I
Dobson
feel like
got almost a 4-inch reach advantage, so
if
right
you look at his fight stats, he has 3 knockouts and he has 2 submissions. So it shows he knows what he can do on either side.
at minus 125, I think that's great value for a straight up bet or put it in a parlay.
I agree with that summary from both you guys. Any other fights you like in that early prelim?
I think JD was liking that Alex Hernandez fight.
Yeah, this is probably my most confident on the early prelims for sure. Maybe of the night. I don't know. But after I dove into this one, I quickly found out how good Renato Moicano is on the ground. 4 out of his 7 wins in the UFC have come by submission. The other 3 came by decision. And listen to the list of guys this guy has fought. We got Brian Ortega, Jose Aldo, Rafael Fiziev, Cub Swanson, Calvin Kattar. I mean, that is a ridiculous list right there. This Alex Hernandez kid, he's a little shit talker. He came in, thought he could knock out Cowboy. Cowboy sat him down, humbled him. Give me Renato by submission all day.
I love it. Okay, and he's minus 175, and like you said, all those guys that you named that he fought, I know all of them, and it's all just solid guys. And if he's getting,
I mean, beat Calvin
top
Cater
10.
and Cub Swanson.
he
All
beat,
of them are
I
top
mean,
10.
yeah, that's solid wins.
That's just wins or losses. That's a ridiculous list of guys to fight right there.
He did a split decision with Jeremy Stevens. If you're going freaking full distance with Jeremy Stevens, you're taking shots. Stevens, so he can.
Most losses in UFC, but talk about a guy who has no regard for his own life. So
just throws it.
Okay.
You gotta fight sometimes.
So I'll be taking Renato by submission all day.
Awesome. Okay. Moving on to the actual prelim card here. There's only 4 fights on it. Seems a little small, but we're gonna start with the first one here, the William Knight versus Maxime Griffin fight, and this was the only one that JD and I had a little bit of disagreement on. I chose William Knight here, and I'm just gonna pull up a picture of William Knight on Google for everyone watching, because this guy I'm convinced is on steroids. I mean, this guy is just. I mean, this is insane. This guy is super shredded. Maxime Griffin, he is pretty ripped, I will admit, and we did talk about him our last video in the sparring practice with Strickland. He caught him good. He checked him. So maybe he's like riding high on that. Oh, I'm so sick. I like knocked out Strickland in sparring. But I'm actually going Knight here. I think the odds on this one are pretty relatively easy. I don't know why I cannot find. He's plus 138 actually, so he's a sizable dog, not too horrible. I think if he wins this, it's gonna be a first round KO though. This guy is vicious. This guy has massive hands. They're like cinder blocks. But Maxime Griffin, he's patient. Guy's a veteran. The guy has over 40 fights. He does have a 5-inch reach advantage, so he might be able to stick him with a jab, keep him back. But,
and 4-inch height advantage to mention.
There you go, also. And I think if Maxime Griffin can weather a storm and get past the first round, maybe even the early second round, if this goes into third round, this is his fight to lose. I mean, he could easily cruise to a decision, grappling up against the cage in clinch battles. I think if you're going to pick Knight, I think just pick him by inside the distance. Pick him by KO.
Yeah, I think William Knight, first round, early second round for sure, if he can get that knockout. But if it goes to decision, I think Maxime Griffin, he could play the points a little better in those late rounds with more of that gas tank, and that height, and that reach. So I do really like William Knight coming out and probably just dropping him. I can really see that happening.
Yeah, Griffin has taken some damage in his career, so I think if he's gonna lose, he's gonna lose by knockout. So that's my opinion.
This is a real do or die fight for Griffin because this would be his 4th fight in the UFC from what it looks like, and if he loses, it means he's lost 3 times in his last 4 fights in the UFC.
Oh yeah, Uncle Dana won't like that at all.
No, in the older days.
I'm looking at William Knight now. This guy is an absolute monster.
That's what I'm saying, JD. He literally, I'm convinced.
He looks like Mr. T.
But yeah, I'm picking Knight on that one by KO. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna move on to the next one if you guys have nothing else to say.
No.
Yeah, I like that.
I know you guys wanted to talk a little about the Schnell and Perez one. If you guys want to, I'll let you go right now. But I don't have anything.
All that I'm gonna say about it, if you're gonna throw out a blind plus 300 bet, put it on that Schnell. I don't have much information for you. I just feel it in my gut. So that's all I'm gonna say.
He does have a 5-inch reach advantage in his corner.
Schnell, yeah.
Hey man,
Plus,
he might piece him alive. You never know.
I'm okay.
Never know.
There's Evan's dog of the night, Sir Schnell.
Sir Schnell.
This next one right here, I don't really have much on it either, but this one, like, it's the only women's fight of the whole night, and what I had here is this is Modafferi's last fight on her contract for the UFC. She's 25-20. I I think she's gotten finished in her last 2 fights. O'Neal minus 400 I think is a good parlay piece. You never know with women's MMA though, so I'm probably not going to bet it. But if you wanted to just bet this fight, throw her in a parlay piece. O'Neal money line. She's going to go 9-0. She's not losing to journeyman Modafferi.
Like you said, she's probably going to go in there and just punch it out for 3 rounds and get a decision win for sure.
Yeah, that's all I got to say on this one. And I'm going to go on to the next one here. This is probably my favorite fight of the prelim card, and it's Andr Orlovsky versus Jared Vanderaa. And I actually chose Vanderaa here, and I'm just going to say the physical attributes. I'm not even going to click on right here. I'm not even going to show it. But Vanderaa is 29 years old compared to 43 years old for Orlovsky. 265.
That is a ridiculous age difference.
Insane. 265 pounds compared to 240 pounds for Orlovsky. And Vanderaa has an 80-inch reach compared to a 77-inch reach. So all physical attributes are in Vanderaa's corner. He's even 6'3". He's even taller than him compared to 6'2". He's every attribute in his corner physically. And I'm going to let Evan talk on this because this was his... He really hyped me up on this fight. He got me into this one. So
I have been watching UFC since around 2005. And every time I have watched this dude fight, he has gotten knocked out. And if you look at his past record, this dude has lost more times being knocked out than he has in decisions. And it's by like 3-4 fights. This dude has a glass chin. He's notoriously known to have a glass chin. I would take this Jason Vanderaa, however the hell you say his goddamn name.
I've only seen him fight twice, and I'm so confident in him.
Take him by knockout. Don't even take it by money line.
Dude, how about this play on Bovada? This is just, will the fight go the distance? This is basically for either fighter to finish inside 3 rounds. Is plus 137. And this is a heavyweight. And this is a heavyweight fight. How is there plus money for a fight to end inside the distance at plus money? I'm blown away by that line. Plus 137.
I would take that all day.
You could, literally Orlovsky could.
On that right now. That's gonna change.
I don't know what the bookies were on right here on this, but this has to be wrong because Orlovsky could win. I think he could win by submission. I mean, the guy's 50-fight veteran. He knows how to fight on the ground everywhere. So I think minus 190 to go the distance is horrible odds. Do not bet that. Take Vanderaa money line.
I mean, throw a towel at Orlovsky.
You breathe on him, he's going to go down.
He's going to fall over.
Yeah, he's going to keel over.
Pass out.
Yeah. The guy's done. So next fight here, we're going to go on to the actual main card here.
Harlem Shake.
I know this video is a little long here, but this is probably our biggest video yet, probably. So I'm loving this card so far, especially this main card getting up here. So we got Bobby Green versus Nazareth Haqparast, and a lot of people are choosing Bobby Green, but I'm actually on Haqparast. He's 26 compared to 35 for Bobby Green. Does have like a small reach advantage, but it's only an inch, so not really comparing that. Nazareth, I mean, he did get pieced up by Dan Hooker, but I think he
accepted that fight on a 1-week notice. I'm pretty sure.
There you go. And in his next fight, he looked really good.
His bravery after the fight.
There you go. And Bobby Green,
still went 3 rounds with him.
Exactly, went full 3 rounds.
And that's the Hangman. So.
Yeah, Hooker's no joke. People always clown him after getting knocked out by Chandler, but that guy is a solid fighter.
Definitely.
What else do you guys have to say about this one? Really, I have Nazareth to win, but I think he's younger.
Well,
I think he's more fresh. Bobby Green, he has better stand up, really, but that's about it.
Before that loss to Dan Hooker, that I don't think you can really weigh that much on, seeing as he took it on a week notice. He started his UFC career with a 3-fight win streak. So, I mean, I see Haqparast coming out. Like you said, that age difference. I think it's going to be a stand-up battle for sure. I think if it does go to the ground, Bobby Green might have a slight advantage. But I can see Hack Press boxing it out, getting a decision win, or not knocking him out. I don't see Bobby Green winning this fight.
They got Hack Pressed at plus 120, and will the fight go the distance minus 190 on Bovada. So they're thinking this one's going to go 3 rounds.
Plus 145.
Yeah, so money's coming in on Nazareth then, because I do agree. I remember seeing him around plus 130, plus 140. So money is shifting there.
All right. That's good to know.
Not too knowledgeable on this fight, so I don't have much to say on it.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. I'm just gonna move on to the next one. How about Phillips versus Rojo?
You know, I'm gonna stay away from that one. Don't know too much about it.
Completely agree. I didn't have any notes on it, but I know Evan said something about it.
From what you guys said before we started the video, I'm gonna stay away from it as well.
I just think minus
confident in it.
Minus 400 for Kyler Phillips, who I think just lost his last fight.
Just lost to Paiva.
Who just got smoked by Sugar Show. Like, absolutely demolished. I mean, arguably, like, Sugar Show's, like, best fight, I think. So,
he got me shielded for sure.
Completely. So, these next 3 fights I am so excited for. There's no way I'm getting up from my seat for watching these ones. So, let's just go straight into this.
These ones are going to have you sweating, boy.
Oh, my God, yeah. So, this is my favorite underdog. JD said of the year. I'm just going to say of the card. It's only February.
So far.
so far this year. I like it. Okay. But my pick, I'm going to explain my take, and I know JD and Evan will probably back me on 100% of this, but Brunson is on a 6-fight win streak. He hasn't lost since 2018, and that was to Israel Adesanya, the main event, and everyone knows him. The guy's insane. And Brunson's just absolutely lethal wrestling, especially in his last 3 fights. Look at his fight against Till and especially against Shabazian. I mean, he could totally thrash and expose guys who do not have good takedown defense. And Jared Cannonier, he hasn't really fought wrestlers, I would say, but he has fought guys who have good wrestling, if that makes sense. Like Whittaker, he got easily out-grappled in that fight and thrown against the cage quite handily. And then when he fought Blachowicz at light heavyweight, again, he got I think he lost decision, but he just got easily toyed with by Jan in that fight. So I'm going to go with Derrick Brunson. I think he's plus 140. I think money's coming in on him. I just am so blown away how Derrick Brunson is the underdog in this fight. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, this matchup, it speaks for itself. Blonde-haired Brunson is undefeated, and he's an absolute animal. He's been the gatekeeper for 4 years of that division. If you want a title shot, you got to beat him. That's no question.
100% agree.
It's just, like you said, ridiculous how this guy's an underdog. Get him right now, because I think money is just going to continue to come in on him. He's going to win in any way he needs to. Knockout, submission, decision, whatever it is. He's going to mold. He's going to figure it out. I think he gets it done for sure.
This is a fight that he has to win, because it's the perfect situation if he has title aspirations, because you want to make a statement, do some crazy stuff while the champion is
on the
main
same
event.
Card.
On
the same card as the champion.
Watching, they're just going to be like, oh, this dude should fight. This is the time to win. This is the time to bet him. It is the perfect underdog to take on this whole card. Probably my most confident fight.
Wow. Okay, there you go.
I don't see him losing. It's just everything is in his favor. He has to win this. It's all up to him now.
I completely agree.
I think in that fight against Shabazian, Brunson was a plus 350.
Yeah,
I took that man.
I think you were the only person.
Him.
You were the only person out of all of our friends and like on Twitter that I saw that not only picked Brunson but was like, he's gonna dominate him. He's gonna easily win this fight. Like I was like, dude, you're crazy, bro.
I know a lot of people were sad that night.
And look at what happened to Shabazian after he fought him. He's on a 3-fight losing streak.
Oh yeah, golden boy ain't so gold now. Yeah.
He's too dose now.
That plus 350 took his soul.
For real.
Yeah, for real.
So we're all on Brunson. That is our dog of the night for sure.
Brunson, lock it. Brunson.
So next fight, we got the co-main event here. Now this is my lock of the night, and I have Derrick Lewis in this fight against Tuivasa. Derrick Lewis, the knockout king. He's 26-8. He is older. He's 37 compared to 28 for Ty. So Ty might be a little faster, but I the power lies with Lewis, man. I mean, if they're gonna swing it out, Lewis is gonna catch this guy and he's gonna knock him out cold, just like Daukaus. And Lewis has a 4-inch reach advantage. And since 2018, Lewis has had 10 fights. He's 7-3, and those only losses were to Daniel Cormier, Junior Dos Santos, and Cyril Gane. All belt holders. And, I mean, DC may be one of the best ever. Junior Dos Santos, the current belt holder, and Gane, he was just the interim champ. And he almost, that was such a close fight that he just had with Francis, and Lewis has beaten Francis. So, I mean, I think Lewis at minus 180 is a steal. I think this get him by knockout. There's no way this fight...
Definitely by knockout.
Yeah.
A hometown boy ain't losing.
Yeah, and also he's fighting in Houston, his hometown. He's 2-1 in his hometown. That only loss was to Gane.
Happens.
Also, I remember him saying after that title fight against Gane, he said, fuck these 5-round fights. Just give me a 3-round fight on the main card. Let me bang it out.
I love that.
So he's right back where he wants to be. He's going to feel comfortable knowing he doesn't have to go 5 rounds. He can just give it all right away. He can gas it out. And slugfest, if both these guys are just swinging, like you said, Lewis is easily going to catch him. It's just... it comes down to who's a better boxer. And he's such a veteran.
And Lewis doesn't really get caught that much, and Ty does. If you watch his fight against Greg Hardy, Greg Hardy, an ex-NFL player, like, he almost knocked Tuivasa out. He caught him, absolutely right hook, and he was shocked. And then
Tuivasa get kicked off the roster or something for having alcohol?
Yeah, he got caught. He got the 3-fight losing streak.
Well, he's Tuivasa. Tuivasa. Yeah, you got to expect it.
Lewis all night.
I completely agree. Lewis is going to dominate this fight. You said 5-round fight. I'd be surprised if it even goes 5 minutes.
No, I'm saying this is a 3-round.
No, I get what you mean though. This ain't going out in the first round though.
Yes.
A sneaky bet for this one, like how you said, Dean. This fight to end inside the distance. A nice parlay piece.
It's minus 5.
Easy.
It is minus 550, but amazing parlay piece. There's no way this fight goes decision. Absolutely no way.
Bulls, I actually think that's the best bet you can get out of this fight, is just ending inside the distance.
I agree, because either way, people get caught. I'm not going to sit here and say people don't get caught, but this is going to be a slugging match, and if it's, again, everything's in Lewis's favor, from hometown to his fight to who he's fought. He's just more experienced. He has the heavier hands.
4-inch reach, yeah.
Tuivasa's going down. Yeah, Wedge. You like that one?
There you go, the call out.
The Black Beast, baby.
I just can't see Lewis losing this. So I'm going to the next fight, main event, Izzy versus Rob. I think we're all picking Izzy here. I just can't bet against Izzy. He's never lost at 185. sort of looks like he's on roids. Going back to the whole steroid conversation. I think he's the
that
ultimate.
whole breast reduction surgery or something.
Yeah. And I don't know, Rob, he has very good. He does have good wrestling. He does have good striking, but I think he's a little impatient. He could get impatient sometimes. So I think if he does do that, Izzy will easily calculate that and he'll pick him apart just like their last fight.
Yeah, I think it's virtually just a rerun of the last fight is what I'm seeing in my head. I just don't see it going many other ways.
He's got to fight Izzy like how Fig fought Moreno. You can't. You have to be tentative and calculate your shots.
He's got to answer everything for sure. There's no time to sit back against Izzy.
He has to make Izzy work.
He's got to wrestle him down like Jan did at light heavyweight.
That's another way.
Never seen Izzy get dominated in wrestling in this division. So
yeah, even Vittori, he looked silly trying to wrestle him.
And dude, I like how you pointed out that Robert Whittaker has been known to get impatient because it did look like that even the first time they fought.
Yeah, look at when he got knocked out. I mean, look at how open his hands were. He was just swinging wildly. I mean, who would ever do that?
Izzy his feet were 10. Dude, he was so inside him, it was ridiculous by the time that he caught him.
Oh, that knockout is so classic too, yeah. But
the Tommy gun, I love the Tommy gun.
The ending, yeah, that was awesome. But the bookies have basically a pick'em on will the fight go the distance? -120 yes, no -113. It's a 5-round fight. That's probably why.
Yeah, you could honestly.
Only way I don't see Izzy winning is submission. So.
I'm not so certain that maybe he'll knock him out. I very possible of happening, but I can see him winning a decision too. Just a boxing battle and winning by points.
Yeah, just like his fight against Vittori. I mean, he won against decision, and granted they have different styles, but I don't know. I think Izzy will. I think he's just gonna come through. So -280, I think actually is value on him. I think he should actually be like -400 to be honest.
Agreed. I'll really just be using him as a parlay piece. I don't know if I'll take him by knockout or if I'll take the fight to end inside the distance. But I'll definitely be adding his -280 to a parlay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make like a quick play right now. Izzy money line, and then I think if you could get the one Lewis fight. Oh, lock of the century, I think right here. Izzy money line. Lewis Tuivasa, not to go the distance, -166. Anything -200 for that, I think, is insane. That's my play for sure of the night. That and Brunson as my dog.
I like that.
Gotta put Brunson in there.
Yeah, Brunson as my. I'm playing him separate. I'm not throwing him all.
Brunson in there. What's that at?
That's probably like +300 or something. I'll check.
Oh, that's delicious right there.
I don't get.
Like that.
I'm just gonna play Brunson straight. That's a little +280. Yeah, he's +283.
Fights for the night. Parlay right there.
Yeah, 100 to win, 283 on Brunson, Izzy, and inside the distance, Lewis Tuivasa.
No.
I like that.
I might even pair Izzy with a tennis favorite, but that's gonna be all. I think for us, we covered almost basically every fight on early prelims, and main card. And I think the next video we'll cover is this Dos Anjos versus Fiziev card, the battle of the Raphaels. So that'll be a good one.
Fizzy boy.
I got Fiziev in that one, I think.
Definitely.
They got Fiziev at -250. I think he'll come through on that one. They got Kyle Daukaus on this card.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's about it for us at Chase the Ace. We'll be back next week for that next fight night card. But I really thank Evan and JD for coming on here. They awesome analysis. Longtime fans. They know it probably more than I do. Thank you guys for coming again.
Thank you for
Thanks
having
for
us
having us
again,
again,
dude.
dude. Definitely, man.
Appreciate it, guys. I'll hope everyone has a good night, and check you guys later. See you next week. Bye.